So okay, first things first, right? Um, what is the best way to anchor Asa and Mirage? Like, let me just talk about this a little bit, right? Set an example. What is the best way to anchor Asa and Mirage? I think the best way to anchor Asa and Mirage is have a bomb site buddy that plays off of you. For example, generally what you want to do is what you kind of want to do is maybe be playing Shadow, while maybe your teammate is playing Default, or maybe your teammate is playing Firebox, or maybe he's playing Sandwich. Okay, so your teammate is gonna play off of you. When your teammate says like Palace is coming out, you're gonna swing, you're gonna pick. I mean, your teammate is gonna do that, and this is the best way to anchor the site. You gotta have two people. Like most sites are like that. So this is my honest opinion on how the best way to anchor a site. You're gonna have two guys here, and you gotta have a setup for it. But those are usually done, in a team setting. If you're playing in a park and you really want to anchor the site, my honest opinion is go aggressive and then come back. So you do close range molly. It's gonna be a one-way molly for you. You come here, take a peek. If there's nothing, right? If there's nothing, where's my chat box? Is there? Really? Ah, that's weird. Okay, so my chat box is missing. My girlfriend just told me that, so test. Wait, it is there. Okay. What's up, Lego? What's up? So how to anchor A? This is the way I like to play A. Throw molly here. Come into this position. Clear close ramp. You're gonna get a kill here, like almost for sure. Smoke here on the left. Walk in. 80% of the time, a terrorist is here. He hears the molly. He hears the smoke. He's gonna do this. He's gonna walk into your crosshair. It's a really easy kill. If you kill him, act like you're running away. Come back. Crouch. Be a little bit like be a bit careful if a guy maybe like playing here, and come up. This is a good way to get close ramp control. I think it works a lot, really well for pucks. If someone studies you, he's gonna know that you're gonna throw the smoke like in a fucked up way. So you could play really safe. Drop a molly, come close. You could even do a flash, right? It's not even gonna blind you that much. Get the control, smoke on the molly, then kind of play like NT setup. Like if they do A, it's like you're gonna be in a good position to hear everything. You're not gonna be blind, so it's like really good kills here. Touch my PP. So okay, when you get to this point, your default is kind of over, and when you're in a position like this, when the smoke is about to fade, that's kind of where you're gonna make the decision whether you want to go further in to get more info, or you want to move back. So my suggestion is that if the enemy is out mid and they have a head count on how many people are mid, and you're doing this and you kind of understand how the enemy player is playing, you could go for more info. But there is a good chance that it's just waiting for you to push, right? So at this point of time, it's kind of up to you what you want to do, what you like to do. If you're not too confident on going more aggressive because you're not that aware of the angles, go shadow. This guy just scared the shit out of me. You could go shadow, get into a good like basically a position to hold if they're coming out ARAM after. So I think that's a good way to anchor A. If you have low utility, so I'm talking maybe one smoke. Alright. I think a good idea is to go straight to shadow, get some info. Okay, this is kind of where this is like the prime position to be in as like a anchor. Okay. If not, another good idea is maybe get your teammate from connector to molly ramp for you, and then wait for this molly to be about done. Drop a ram smoke.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Amphilia, thanks for the follow. Drop a ram smoke. And then just watch the smoke. There's a good chance that if you're playing a park, there's a good chance someone wants to walk out the ARAM smoke. I have no idea why. I don't understand the rationale behind walking through an ARAM smoke. But people will do it. So be ready for it, right? A smoke is not a wall, by the way. I think the reason why people walk through smokes is because many CTs have this misconception that when you smoke a place, this place is just like magically like fucking blocked off and they can't fucking just come out. I have no reason. I have no understanding why, and there's no reason for you to think this way. So please do not think that way. Okay. It's not blocked off. So watch the smoke. One guy sneaking out through the smokes. It's kicks. Yeah. So have an understanding of the game that a smoke is not a wall. Drop a smoke. Be wary that someone could come out. I like this position because I can help flash mid. I can help flash bottom con. I can flash above window. I'm also safe from a palace guy just coming out and being an asshole to me. I am also in a good position to stop this guy walking out the smoke because there's a bit of leeway before I see him. Bossman Jeff is a subscribe on Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope my stream schedule that will be released very soon will make you happy. So okay, so this is a good position to be in, I think. And you also can do a little jiggle pick on the palace guy, and if the palace guy comes out, it's if you hear him, it's basically a good angle to fuck him up with. Because when a palace guy comes out, he's gonna be watching CT. He's not gonna be coming out watching you like that. So I think it's a good angle to be at. When this smoke is about to finish, you could go back and play retake. Could go back and play retake. And what I would do when I play retake is I'll watch palace. I'll watch ramp. If the enemy has op and I know that op is not in middle, that's kind of where I play a bit more passive. I can do a jump spot. Yo, thanks for the follow, Len. Yeah, Len, or is that Ian? I think it's Ian. Oh no, it's Laneige. Fuck. Sorry, bro. This is kind of where you go more passive. Get that info when you know that they're out there. If you still have a molly, you can drop a molly like right here. He can't plant neither reverse or default. Okay. So this is a good molly. I think I fucked it up a bit. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of ways you could anchor A on Mirage. A lot of ways. It's up to you to kind of find out which is the best one for you. Do you want to play aggressive? Do you want to play for info? Or do you want to play passive retake? Because Mirage A side is such a easy side to retake if you have the right idea in the mind for it. What if it is on pistol? I like playing pistol right at ticket if I'm anchoring A. Because this is such a good like 1v1 for CT pistol. It is really a very good like 1v1 for the CT pistol. So this is the position I like for pistol. You could also have like a setup. One guy shadow baiting. No, one guy shadow fighting. One guy ninja baiting. And then one more like here with Kit. Just watching Ram out. Like as this guy's the first contact, right? This guy's the first contact right here. And then you have a teammate like taking a shit like not a shit like good angle to fuck the enemy up with. And then you got another guy hiding, right? Like he's just like hiding, okay? Pretend he's crouched, okay? If you come out as a T and you see a guy shooting you, you're gonna like check sandwich, and then this is where you die. Like the moment you check sandwich, you're probably gonna die as a terrorist. So pistols are usually setup based, and pistols are usually like rock paper scissors. People, you could be rushing A, they could have 3A. You could be rushing A, they could have 1A ticket playing retake. So kind of think about it as a CT. What is the best position to be in if you're alone? Definitely passive in ticket, playing retake. I have the best position to be in if you have your teammates with you, right? Shadow, sandwich, ninja, ticket are all good positions if you have teammates with you, depending on who's going where, right? So I think it's up to your personal preference how you want to play on pistol. I think another like good angle, like a good off angle to take when you're anchoring A is this angle. I think what what I like to do, I think my personal route when I'm anchoring A, I drop a molly. Alright? Let's just pretend there's like no one on no one's on A. I take a look here. Nothing, I smoke. I'm staying here. I'm waiting. Smoke's about to end. I come take a look right here. Okay, the reason why I look down and jump is because then the enemy won't be able to see your head, okay? If you look up and jump, he'll see your head bob a bit. It's pretty obvious. I look down and jump. I take a look here. There's nothing. I get off. You can get off here quietly, by the way. If you go crouch first. Then when you start dropping off, you just let go of crouch. There's a big difference of how much sound you make, okay? So if you just go like this. Oh, what? Oh, I discovered something new. There's like a fuck. You could just like walk off it, okay? Yeah, usually you hear the like plopping noise when you drop off, but if you just get off here, you're completely fine. Then I like to move here. Okay. I like to cover up this wall with this thing. And then watch right here. Why I do this is because if I'm like this, it's a really, really bad angle. If he comes out palace, there's like no chance that you'll be able to react to this. Because if he's walking out palace, he'll see you first, like for sure. And you will not see him. Okay? You will not see him. Oops. You will not see him if he's walking out. See? So, best to be able to see this. So you can see him coming out. There's a good chance that you can hit the shot on him because he's not going to expect you here either if he's coming out palace. And then, 144 to 240 worth the jump. Yeah, if you're a competitive player, yes, definitely. So this is a good chicken angle to be in. It's like the get right angle. You can get a kill for here from here, free. Pick out a bit more, and if there's absolutely nothing, you can just go back and play passive. Or it's just water, bro. Or you could get a kill here. Go default and just watch out for palace. And then if the enemy is really out Tetris and there's a lot of them, your teammate can just like drop a flash high up. You could go for the pick. This flash is not that good, you're gonna walk a bit, okay? It's a Tupperware bottle. With you know, stars and the moon and shit. It's really cool. I bought this in Sabah and Kota Kinabalu. So yeah, I think that's how you anchor A. I also think that it helps to have a teammate, of course. But if you're playing A solo, my best suggestion is to play close ram. But you gotta be wary of palace. Otherwise, playing retake is really good. I like playing shadow as well if I have a teammate jungle or connector. Okay, there's a lot of often you see like the enemies controlling mid. The enemy's controlling mid, your opposite like smoked off window. So he finds himself useless. He's gonna do this at jungle, watching palace for you. So this is kind of where you have the space to play shadow. And this is kind of where you have space to be playing like positions that you just need to focus on ram. But you also have to be like aware of the fact that your opponent's eventually gonna move. When he's moving, this is where everything's open. You gotta be like really careful. So this is the moment in time where it's like defaults being done. The enemy's taking control of mid. One guy is probably like lurking ramp. One guy's probably lurking underpass, holding B. If you have a good read in this situation, it's not a bad idea to push for info. But if it's a 5v3 and you're solo A anchor, nobody's rotating to help you, and you push, I think that's a bad idea. Because risk reward factor here is that you could give up a kill and the site entirely because you're alone. Secondly, you don't have any solid information to work off of where the A like lurk could be. There's a good chance. It's just sitting somewhere waiting for you. Yo, Idrum, Idrum HB, thanks for the follow. Then there's also this thing that I think as anchor you gotta keep your mind like really clear and really open about, is that you gotta look at the name tags. because sorry if you hear that, my girlfriend's playing. You gotta keep a lookout for the name tags, because if you play in a team setting, you're playing against another team, and you know, like, you watch the demo and stuff, you will know who is the lurker, and you'll find yourself in many situations where it's like you see the A lurker die at mid or at B or at underpass or some shit. You're gonna be able to push A because that A lurker is dead. He's like the designated A lurker. He's dead. You can go. Example of this is when I was playing against a Beyond, a Thailand team. Not the current Beyond, the old Beyond with BMW Gigs, Tor. I think it was STK. I think Genius was there too. I can't remember. Tor would be the guy that was always coming out Palace all the fucking time. So the read was, if they're splitting A and the smoke starts coming in, I'll push Palace. If I kill Tor, I know it's A split, 100% for sure. It's gonna be an A split. Okay. But if they start smoking A, there's absolutely no fucking information coming from Palace. There's maybe one guy out ramp and I'm pushing Palace and I don't see Tor. It's not an A hit. So this is kind of things that you gotta be aware about. It's kind of things that you have to be mindful about. You have to actually, the thing about Counter-Strike is that every fucking movement, every fucking kill, every utility thrown, everything you really gotta be like making a conscious effort to think what is going on in this game, which makes this game so much tougher than most games. That's what I feel. Like, I think maybe in like a mobile game, your lanes will always be the same. There is so little amount of space that like a character can move around. But in Counter-Strike, if there's a guy in Palace, he could be sitting in any of these angles, any of them. You might have seen them before in your life. You can play like 20,000 hours and you might have not seen that in your life. In the 20,000 hours that you've played Counter-Strike, you might have never seen anyone sit in the angle, and it'll be something new for you. So I think that's what's cool about Counter-Strike. But yeah, A anchoring, I think that's basically my tips and tricks. Also, the mentality kind of going into an anchor role, this kind of mentality that you gotta have. Try to use your teammates as much as you can. Play in positions that will always, I think as a counter-terrorist, always play in positions that your teammates can help you with. It's really important to apply teamwork to CT play, because if you do, you're gonna be so much better as a player. If you look at highlight reels, most of the time, a counter-terrorist taking down terrorist players, those terrorist players are usually blind. So yeah, that's something you gotta, something to think about. So I think, yeah, that's Mirage anchoring A. That's my take on good position.